So what is going on, guys? Welcome to a video. Today I'm going to show you my settings and my recommended settings for this video, for this game, and what people have been asking me is, how do I get such good graphics? As you can see, these graphics are actually really nice, and I also play on an ultra wide monitor, so it's more pixelated in graphics. She's just dropped me very nice military pants. Anyway, I'm going to get straight into this. We're going to go to settings straight away, and we're going to go to video. Now, we're not going to go graphics straight away. So this is what I play at the moment. I play full screened with 560 by 1080p and at a refresh rate of 60 Hz. So graphics, now these can play around. This is more mid to high level PC gaming. So if you guys have got like a really good PC, like a GTX 970 and GTX 980 Ti, you probably could go higher than on a GTX 980 Ti. At the moment, I'm playing on a GTX 970 Ti, and the best settings I could get for this were the ones which I'm about to show you. So this is a consistent 60 frame rate and a consistent no lag at all. It will drop to around 53 frames and explosions. At the moment, I'm capped at 53 frames in the menu for no reason whatsoever. But anyway, we're going to get straight into this. So graphics quality, you want to set to high. Remember, this is for medium to high range PCs. I'm running an i5 processor right now. So you want VSync mode on. Normally, this people say this should be off. You know, I don't really know if it should be off or not, but I like to keep it on. It makes the game look really nice. You want the frame rate limit off so that you can get above 60 frames if you have a better PC. Because if you don't get you want more frames basically. Even though you can't see them, you want more frames. You don't want a cap. Shadow quality high. You can vary this if you don't like shadow and it's lagging you and you want to see it in the dark and everything. Turn it off or turn it down to medium settings. But shadow quality high, I normally used to have this on ultra, but because of the crispness of like the sun and everything, it really slowed down my PC. Shadow resolution, I can't speak today, should be on high, definitely, always. Spot shadow count high, spot shadow resolution high. Contrast shadows, right? So this basically, if you hover over these, so set the quality contrast shadow of direct light from the object seen, making the object feel grounded. So sun low. Now you can change this, I think, to like all low, all high, but I want it on sun low. It looks probably the best you can find. This is probably the best you're gonna get for a mid to high level PC. You could put all low or anything you want. You can mess around with this one, but I recommend sun low. Post FX AA, you can turn these on to, you know, whatever you want, but I have mine off. It's probably the best. It does improve your quality, you know, a lot more, but I decided to have it off, and it makes the game more playable. Temporal AA, super sampling, that's probably the best one. I don't have a clue what that is, I just put that to whatever. Sharpen image, I have my 70%, but I recommend around 70 to 80%. You don't want too much sharpness on your on the game, because it looks then really badly crisp and horrible. But this is like the sharpness I've got. It's a bit blurred because obviously it's blurred in the menu. Particle detail, now this is for, like, obviously it explains in the title, particle detail. So if you guys want to go lower on this, you know, be my guest, but I have my particle detail on ultra because I like to see all the little like you know on guns when you get camos and stuff like that, I like to see all the little particles. Like this scope is going into his back, that must bloody hurt. Enable wind and affect snow, so you can turn this off, because what it is when you're running around, you get all these little particles. So if I go to here, you get these little particles running around, and like this blowing away. You could turn this off, that could be blowing up, that could be blowing up. But when you go into like big areas and it's snowing a lot, you'll find it's really different. It's actually quite a nice day on the game right now, but it really impacts the performance on your video, I mean your game. Volumetric fog, now that is basically fog. So the volumes of fog, the higher the setting, the better the fog quality. So if you've got really low settings, the fog's going to be really horrible and like blocky and like dark. But high setting quality, you can see through it, it's nice. You get where I'm coming from with that one. Reflection quality, now this is when you look into a like a car window or a window or something like that. Now I wouldn't recommend to turn this probably lower than this, because you don't really need to see reflections. It's like puddles, everything like that. You don't really need to see that. So I turn mine down to medium to make it the best performance that you can get into the game. And I feel like that you don't need reflection quality at all. It just makes the game look more pretty, really. Local reflection quality, now I have that on high. That's just for objects like the scope and everything like that. Anisotropic filtering ×8, this is probably the best one. ×16 if you can handle ×16, but ×8 is probably the best there is. Parallax mapping, high. I'm not going to go through all these like an in-depth review. Ambient occlusion, now that is one you want to stay high. That makes the game look beautiful. It makes the game look more like real life sort of thing. If you've used 4D, Cinema 4D, you would understand what that does. It makes everything more shiny and glowy. Depth of field, I have mine on medium. There is different things you can set. Obviously you got high, but I like to mine have medium. That is your choice, guys. Object detail 40%. I don't really know what these two do. Extreme streaming distance. So this here, I would set down. I wouldn't have them 50. If you're more of playing in the game instead of recording and doing stuff, if you like to play the game, I'd set it down. It doesn't really do much. It just basically says it in the title: increase the distance where objects are streamed in and loaded. So basically, if you've got an object from far, which you probably don't even need to see anyway, then you can set that to 100 or whatever. Chromatic aberration. What the fuck does that say? No idea what that means. Just put yes. Lens flare. That is obviously like stuff off windows, etc. Yes. And vignette. What the fuck does that say? I don't know. What does this do? Turn on alpha, reduce the C. Oh, okay. So that's like obviously lights and everything like that. But these are the best settings I have. This is what I run on. I record in 60 frames per second in 1080p quality. Normally 1440p, but at the moment I'm playing by 1080 because it looks better. And I feel like that in 1440p it's just a bit overkill. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment on the video, and peace out.